Good evening, all my time travelers, triggered and otherwise. This is the Corundum Cat, and we are picking up with episode 3 of our fully voiced long play of the hit all-time greatest JRPG, second all-time greatest JRPG Chrono Trigger. And let's see, we are in a derelict factory, which we will go ahead and load. As is our wont, a real quick summation of where we left off last time. Let's see. So we met up. We busted out of jail. We started in the Clink. It was an Elder Scrolls game. We let ourselves out on good behavior, like you do when you're a protagonist. We killed a lot of personnel of the Kingdom of Guardia, circa 1000 AD. If we probably weren't supposed to be in prison. We weren't supposed to be executed, but man, did we earn that sentence. Anyway, we destroyed the pinnacle of Guardian military engineering. Re-abducted Princess Nadia for real this time. They're definitely going to hold this one against us. Fled into the woods, stumbled into a time portal. We were cast into the future, thrown through a portal in time where Lavos' evil is law, as it turns out. Yeah, Lavos. Yeah, okay, so exploring the ruined future, meeting with the entirely apathetic, just like hungry citizens who expect us to solve their problems for them. I don't know why. Because they've been eternally starving to death for like 400 years in a ruined biosphere, squatting in the remains of a once great society. Their hubris is not my problem. Anyway, so we found a historic record of the year 1999 AD. Don't get me started on the fact that they use BC and AD in a setting which does not seem to have the Abrahamic god as a primary concern. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, 199 AD, the day of Lavos, a giant subterranean monster covered with spikes bursts out of the ground, city-sized, for the record, quite large, rains destruction upon the planet, ruins the world, and we are currently exploring the tortured remains of what's left of humanity following that. And these plucky kids decided that this is our problem. No, we're from 1000 AD, and they're just like, this thing that's just going to happen 999 years in the future. We need to be the ones to solve this. Global warming is not going to be a problem if you put Luca and crew on it. So, I respect them for that. I think there's perhaps a degree of hubris being demonstrated here, that we think we can just sort this whole thing out. But whatever, anyway, we're here. So, we made a robot friend because our mad scientist inventor saw a deactivated killbot and thought, obviously the thing to do is to turn it back on, because robots only do what they're programmed to do. Do I need to show them Old Glory robot insurance? Does Luca need to know that once they grab you in their metal claws, you can't break free? Because their claws are metal and robots are strong? I don't know. I just work here. Actually, I'm just visiting. So, I think we have found the password for this security system. It's like ABYX, the Zabi door, lock system operational, please enter passcode. They said ABYX. Hey, it was actually true. I wrote that down as I noted from the last session. I just have a very cryptic piece of notebook paper on my desk, because I wasn't remembering that. Anyway, we're into the inner factory. This is great for us. This looks like the generator room. Klaxons are always a good sign.
Emergency! The security system has gone haywire. We must escape immediately.
Yeah, that voice isn't going to get old by the end of the playthrough. I feel like we shouldn't have stopped to watch the blast doors close. I feel like we should have kept running.
Hurry, before it is too late!
This is a bad impersonation of Johnny 5, but it is an impersonation of Johnny 5. Anyone who is not old enough to have watched Short Circuit is just going to be very confused. But I like to think that that's kind of the baseline for my work. Emergency alert status. Elevators disabled. Security breach in Sector 8675409. Oh, that's why we have the separate ladder stacks as the building. That's cool. That did not turn the alarm off. It just summoned monsters. Okay, well maybe it did both. I forget what these things are weak against. Not laser spinning. Was it we have to use wind slash from Chrono? Is that it? Why am I asking you? Yeah, that seems to. Those numbers have more than one digit. Okay. Yeah, let them line up. Delicious. Okay. Good. Alright. I don't know why the alarm's so insistent. Ah, the elevator's still turned off. Yeah, that's fair. Why is the Murderbot factory OSHA compliant? That's really what I want to know. Like, oh, in the event of an emergency, oh yeah, no, don't bother with the elevators. The robots will take care of you. Hey, robots, how you doing?
Wait, these are my friends.
Okay, he became Frank, cosplaying as Johnny 5 from Short Circuit. You know what? I'm fine with it.
R64Y, R67Y, R69Y. It is good to see you again. Input. Bop. What are you doing?
You are defective. You are not one of us.
Pardon? I am malfunctioning.
Affirmative.
A defect. I am a defect.
Have you forgotten our assigned task? All intruders must be eliminated. Yo, all robots are bastards. What?
That was the reason for my creation.
You disgrace our series. You must be destroyed. This is legit hard to watch. I remember this sequence from my childhood, and this is really upsetting, like viscerally. No! Stop! They massacred our boy. Luca, I want you to use all of your powers and all of your skills. I don't want Mother Brain to see him this way.
Please stop. Please.
Yeah, begging for mercy from his fellows as they just brutalize him while we stand by gormless. And then they pose afterwards. I'll give them that. R66Y! Terrible name. We should have shortened that. Now we shall eliminate the intruders. If they make us die, good news. We will become as gods. Yeah, yo, welcome to the most unfair boss fight in the first half of the game. No! I think the intruders will eliminate you! Okay, you know what? She's not great at like at combat talk, but I appreciate her spirit. Cyclone. Yeah, y'all line up in blocks like that. take turns beating the crap out of us. That's a lot of damage. I will correct my previous statement. This fight is a lot harder if you don't realize that you can just use Cyclone on the center robot in each line, and just two Cyclones will wipe out the whole, you know, three of them at a time. Otherwise, this gets... Okay, that's great. Yo! They're hitting Luca with our own man. Okay, guys, you need to stop doing that. It was funny the first time. Okay, alright. Clutch on the potion. Okay, even that closer than I would have, like 6 hit points of Chrono.
I see him. He got stuck.
Yeah, you know, they tossed him up the pipe. He was going to be sent, you know, into the fudge making room. You know?
Well, they really thrashed him. I'm not sure I can fix this. Let's get him back to Protodome for now.
Yeah, don't use all of the resources of a fully equipped robot factory to fix the damaged robot friend. Drag him through the post-apocalyptic dirt, and then fix him with nothing except what is in your vest. Maybe she just wants a challenge.
Can you fix me?
Okay, I like Marley. I know Princess Nadia got a lot of flack. I feel like from the community because she's just not terribly useful in combat early in the game. But I don't get me wrong. It would be like sick if Luca's like, no man, your processor is totally shot. We have to we have to integrate a flesh brain into you. And it's like, well, Marley's sleeping, so I got a hacksaw.
Don't try to talk.
Yeah, save your breath? What?
You are trying to change the world. Oh, I don't know how far we'll get, but that's the plan. Anyway, R66Y, what do you want to do after I finish repairing you? I would like to kill all humans. What do I want to do? Yeah, I mean, you were stuck here all this time. There must be a lot of things you want to do, right? No one has ever asked me that before, Luca.
Yo, just program him to want to kill all humans. Problem solved.
Good morning. It was a rough night, but then I realized I don't actually feel pain. Flesh chumps. R66Y, thank goodness you're alright. Luca, you're incredible. Well, let's hope I never have to do that again. Luca, I have arrived at an answer to your question. I want to go with you. Real? Oh, really? You mean it? There is nothing left for me here. I want to help you. Together, we might be able to give the life on this planet a chance. Well, then let's go. The gate's right through there. Okay, funny side effect of having a fully, properly silent protagonist is that, like, party members just join, and you as Chrono, as our main character, you get no say in who helps you on your quest. The robot's like, yeah, no, I'm coming with you. In fact, I'm in charge now. You go where I say. Also, I'm glad that there was just a stable time portal in the heart of this, factory, else we'd be stuck here, starving to death forever, until we ate the other, humans right now. Come on, they'll figure it out. Here we go! Now the foolish samurai seeks a way back to his own time, to undo the future that is Aku. Yo, there's gonna be a lot of Samurai Jack references, not sorry. Yo, where are we? Okay, I hate to be that guy. The question is always going to be, when are we? You know this. So yeah, we landed in this nice courtyard. It's a little Edwardian, but it's cool, Sleepy old man, super, great. Loving that. Has notably not updated our chapter yet. I'm sure they'll get around to it. I think this bucket sends us to fight the final boss? No, that one restores our health and mana. The other one sends us to fight the final boss. Wake up! Oh, I didn't prepare a voice for this guy. More drifters. Nope, wait, that octave is not happening. The drifters? Where are we? Oh, is that... Hang on. Is that how that kind of terrible, anime got its name? Drifters? Just from... Is that a Chrono Trigger reference that I didn't catch? Because it's about time-displaced, famous people becoming, like, shonen action, characters. Fighting the actual incarnate son of the Abrahamic god who is the big bad. Edgelord stuff. Anyway, where are we? That is not a question of where, my friends, so much as when. This is the end of time. Yes, he is much better as a 1920s carnival barker. That was a good decision I made, and I'm definitely not going to forget about it before the next time we see this old man. Anyway, this is the end of time. How does reality end? One old man sleeping under a light post. Narnia, eat your heart out. I'll fight Jadis. Travel's lost in time's flow, turn up here, much like driftwood on a beach. Might I ask, when are you from? Oh, we're from 1000 AD. I come from the year 2300 AD. When four more entities of varying origins enter a temporal rift together, the torsion extorted on time's flow pushes them to the point of least resistance. Here! What a clinical explanation. There have been a number of folks turning up here unintended recently, like yourselves. I fear something is having a powerful effect on the very fabric of time. That's our fault, for the record. For those of you watching along or following at home in the future, we're the problem. Which means it would be safest if one of us stayed here. Here? Alone? Oh, no, you'll have a creepy old man to keep you company. It is a bleak place, isn't it? But not to worry. For all its desolation, it is well connected. There are roads here to any time you could ever wish to visit. Should you so desire, you can call upon your friends at any time, but you can never travel in groups of more than 3. One of us must remain. Who will it be, Chrono? Obviously we're going to leave the robot behind for now, because we are bad people. I will be happy to assist you again whenever you have the need. Well, that is the way of things. Should you desire to switch party members, you can do so via the main menu, whenever you wish. How do we get back to our own time? You saw the pillars of light when you arrived, yes? Each connects this place to a different era. Once you've been through a gate, you can use it to return here whenever you wish. Step back into the light and press A once more, and you will return to the gate. But beware, the gate connected to that bucket. I assume gesturing to the one on the right side of the screen. We already drank from the other one. I mean, he just said beware, but... Hey! You need to be in such a rush. Before you go... Okay. I'm a little incensed that, like... He's like, yo, there's a gate in that bucket, but just beware. And he gives you no details. It sends you to the final boss fight. I know that because I've played the game before. This old man here is not being terribly forthcoming. Right? What is this, the Upright Citizens Brigade? Is it the Bucket of Truth? Is it a regular bucket, except when you look in it, it shows you pure, unmitigated, unadulterated truth? We're not going to find out if we trust this guy. Before you go, have a look past the door behind me. I'm not sure my references are going to get more esoteric than the Upright Citizens Brigade. Canadian sketch comedy from the early 90s is definitely up there. But you know, it's only episode 3. We'll find out. What's this guy? Who's this guy?
What are you looking at? Me? I'm Specchio, the Master of War. I watch all kinds of battles from here. How do I look to you?
I don't want to fight him. Do you want to fight him? I don't want to fight him. Oh, super strong, dude.
I see. How I look depends on how strong you are. If you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. Yeah? Oh, you got it in you, don't you?
What have I got? We got what in me? I got that dog in me? Where are you going with this, old man?
That must be why your old guy let you through. Well, see, a long, long time before you were born, there was a kingdom where magic flourished. Everyone there could use it. But the people abused their powers and ended up destroying the place. After that, there wasn't anyone left who could use magic. Well, except the fiends, of course. But you have it! That inner strength, I mean. Magic needs power of the heart. That's where it flows from.
Also, ether. You do a lot of ether. Devil ether. Makes you act like the village drunkard. I've done that bit before.
There are 4 types of magic. Fire, water, light, and shadow. Not everyone's got the same type. You, with the punk hairdo, you got light. The gal with the ponytail has the power of water. That girl with the goofy glasses, her power is fire.
Man, we are summoning Captain Planet. We're going to run the table on this reality.
Well, by the way, it's not just magic. Everything is made up of those 4 elements. My understanding of alchemy has not really, modified to keep up with the times. Alright, starting from the door, circle clockwise along the walls of my room 3 times and say, I want to use magic over and over in your head. I'm not doing that. I will circle the room because it's hardly the strangest quest I have been given.
but I'm not going to repeat anything in my head. And if this little gremlin guy can't take it, I will beat him up and steal the power. We getting Shadow Weaver up in this. Okay. Circle clockwise along. It would be clockwise, wouldn't it? Right? Like that only makes sense. Circle start from the door, clockwise 3 times. Okay.
Don't lose track now, 3 times. Don't want you turning yourselves into butter.
There's the door. I want to do magic. Oh wait, I said I wasn't going to do that. Well, I do want to do magic. Is he going to dock me points for breaking contact with the wall? How pit in the pendulum are we getting here?
Well done! Ipso facto minimo magico!
Chrono learned to use... It's just that easy. Hogwarts was a scam. They were just taking those kids. And then they lit Luca on fire. All fortified with magic. Do I want to try it out? Sure.
All right.
Well, I've got lightning. That's great for me. Wow, he does a lot of damage. I don't think we lose if he kills us. We're gonna find out. I was really hoping he was gonna hit Marley with that. She might survive that. Okay, okay. Get a couple more casts off.
Oh me, oh my! That was embarrassing! Yeah, guess you ain't so bad after all. Hey, this is for you.
We got Specchio's Special Refresher set. 1 magic capsule and 5... Man, we doing so much ether.
They say I'm the master of war. I got hooked on this stuff in the service. We didn't know any better. You make any new friends, you bring them to see me. Here, I like you guys.
Hey! Yeah, we'll get to you, old man. Restore my HP and MP. Your guides, beat the crap out of us.
Well, well, it seems
Oh wait, no, wrong voice.
Well, seems I was right. People who lived long ago all enjoyed such powers, you know? Yes, long, long ago. Well, I know you're eager to finish this thing you seem so intent on doing, but why not first pay a visit back to your own era? Haste makes waste, as they say, and you'll find that even truer here. Come and see me whenever you have a need. Think of me as your guide on Time's road.
Sure. Makes sense. Love that. Okay, we'll go ahead and save our game. Here at the end of time. They just ran out of it. And yeah, actually, let's look at our techniques real quick here. Yes. We've got lightning for Chrono. Oh, 160 tech points to get his cleave. Cure. Okay, yep, healing magic coming up for Marley, which will scale, I want to say, with her magic stat. And Luca, we're going from fire to napalm. And if you think I'm not going to be rushing that as quickly as possible, then you haven't been paying attention to any of my previous work. What is it with with orange-clad sidekick women burning the world that I find to be eminently both appropriate and attractive in these playthroughs. I don't know. I'm like, I'd have 2 nickels, and like it's not a lot, but it has happened twice. 3 times, actually, if we stretch the definition of orange, because Karen Koenig was definitely bringing some heat. Anyway, the center gate is... I think this is where we came from the future. Protodome, okay. The Mystic Mountains, circa 65 million BC. No, I don't think we need to go to 65 million BC at this time. Go to Medina Village, 1000 AD. No, not Truce Village, or wherever we're from. Oh, right, yeah, we just... right, I forgot about that. We just pop out of this guy's wardrobe. That is a Narnia... It is a Narnia reference. Okay. The End of Time is 100% a Narnia reference. Am I the White Witch? Is Marla the White Witch? She's freezing people?
You folks came out of my wardrobe, didn't you? What are you doing here? Where do you think you are, coming and going from someone else's wardrobe at all hours of night and day? Humans, I tell you.
Yeah, we did just... this is a home invasion.
Wait a minute. Medina is a village of fiends founded by our ancestors when they lost the war against humankind 400 years ago. Most of the townsfolk still have a grudge against humans, so be careful.
Yeah, whenever someone breaks into my house in the middle of... while I'm sitting down to dinner, I always, like, lecture them on, like, hey, this is you know, this is... this is an old manufacturing town in northern Ohio. We settled here after we lost the war after Canada lost the war a few years ago. Anyway,
there's an old human who lives near a cave in the mountains to the west. He may be able to help you out.
I'm sorry, mountains to the west. Odd old human mountains to the west.
It's been 400 years since man warred against fiends. There's no use living in the past. Of course, not many of the fiends seem to agree with that.
Yo, we definitely killed some of your ancestors. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to click on the wardrobe. That's what happens if you click on the wardrobe. You think they're gonna be, like, trying to dive into it and see what happens? I would, in their place. Okay, so, we have unlocked the hub. You see how there's room for definitely more than the 3 portals that we have already that are pre-established. Notably, there is the Guardia Forest portal, which took us to the future, and there is the Truce Square portal, which is Luca's invention, her teleporters. So we can, if we backtrack and open those basically become fast travel points from the end of time. It's not a terribly deep hub mechanism. This isn't like the Helios, Altrian Basilica or whatever it was from the Dungeon Siege expansion, but it's still pretty good. I don't think they like us. We're gonna do some quiet breaking and entering. And then we will try and reorient ourselves and get back across. Who is this guy? Who's this guy? Blast that Ozzy the 8th? Always hiding behind his ancestral fame to boss us around.
I'm Ozzy the 8th, the leader of this village.
I mean, well, it's Oz's. I'm Ozzy the 8th, the leader of this village. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather fought against the humans at the side of the Fiend Lord himself. Oh, great Fiend Lord, why didn't you exterminate the human race 4 centuries ago when you had the chance? He then added, Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Also, I get that we're breaking in and like just letting ourselves into the house and trying to rifle through and steal their belongings. Correctly, actively, successfully steal their belongings. But like, man, a fearsome beast lives in the cave on the mountain to the west. Only magic can harm it. I doubt a human would be able to make it through, not being able to use magic and all. Well, I better get back to time. I love the incredibly clumsy exposition. Like, oh man, gosh, yeah. You know, don't think you're not going to have to do nothing about that fiend lord trying to wipe out humanity 400 exactly 400 years ago. Can we start a bar fight with these gargoyles? Filthy humans ought to go take a hike through that Hekran cave. Get what's coming to them. What's a Hekran? Hekran, these... No room for humans. Scam. No humans allowed. Sensible policy. I think most things would be improved without the stink of humanity.
No stinking humans are gonna talk to me. Got nothing to sell to humans.
Yo! Wow. Oh, okay. This shopping trip, definitely became, a felony. Doesn't care about ice. Good to know. Doesn't care about fire. Okay. Let's stick with steel. Yo, now you want to do business? Antipode bomb.
They beat you, boss.
Monsters. Wow. Okay, that escalated. I do not remember straight up killing a man to get. I don't think these are friend prices. That's a good upgrade. The Zanmato. That's going from like 40 attack power to 80. It's only 65,000 gold. Likewise, the Luminous Robes and Radiant Plate. They're all priced just a little bit high for my blood.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna charge a human the going rate?
I think we just killed the last man who was rude to us directly in front of you. Well, okay, before this becomes more kinds of a home invasion, let's go on in Medina Square. Chrono, what's that creepy chanting? I don't know, but I love discordant music in a town square. That's always a good sign.
Years have passed since Magus commanded the fiends and waged war against the humans. But if Lavos can be reawakened, there will be no more humans.
Wow, great read, Velma. Lavos is a jobber, for the record. Lavos did reawaken, and they're still humans, eternally starving to death in the ruins of their cities, but there are still humans. Okay, so that's where the creepy old man lives and a mountain. We've been warned about both of those things. What'd they say, a Hekran? There are forest ruins here. Always explore haunted forests. It never ends badly. Okay, cool. We have a magic Legend of Zelda temple triangle waiting for us there. Sick. Well, this looked explorable. I will say, kind of the nice thing about the Chrono Trigger world map is that there are no overworld encounters. So you can just kind of wander around and see. It's like, oh, can I get into this area? I really thought I could go up this path here. Maybe I'm thinking of a different map.
doesn't matter. Also, a beautiful overworld. I love the design a lot. Oh, a Heckran cave, delightful. I love that for us. That's gonna end great. Yeah, okay. Melchior's cabin. Yo, oh, it's the swordsmith from the fair. Yo, who tried to buy Princess Nadia's pendant? I'm gonna rob his basement. What you got, old man? Because what you got is what I need. And all I do is dirty deeds.
Oh, you've come to see me. Well, by all means, have a look in my collection.
I forgot what voice I was doing for Melkor. I did not think we were going to be seeing him again for a while.
Oh, can I interest you in a weapon? I'll give you a special price.
Yeah, your neighbors tried to give me a special price. Chrono Blade's pretty good. That's only 3 points, though. We've already got titanium. I don't know if it's worth the upgrades. Cash isn't like super short, but it's not incredibly abundant either. I think we might hold off on that for just a little while.
Weapons are not meant for the taking of lives. They're meant for saving them.
Okay, thanks, Raiden. No, that's not true. I'm sorry, no. The gun has served heroes and villains alike, and bears with it moral responsibility.
So it's a masterwork, lightweight, perfectly balanced, forged by yours truly, of course.
Also, if anyone, okay, you know what? I was wrong. I think the opening crawl of American Shooter might be more esoteric.
Oh, if you're wanting to return to truce, there's a shortcut through the cave in the mountains to the north.
We do want that. Thank you, old man. Is there any other... There's not like a ferry service? No? Alright. I guess we're gonna find out what a Heckran is. Immediately after we find out what a Henway is. Oh, God, that's good overworld music. It's just haunting enough. Okay. Heckran!
Death to the enemies of fiend kind!
That's... Alright. Y'all need to level grind. Oh, we got a double tech for the ladies. The Antipode Bomb, which I think used to just be called Antipod, or Antipode. And we will try that out next time we have an opportunity. More ether. What? Why is this... What? Why is this jar spitting out octopi? Don't know, but I hate it. Let's try out Antipode Bomb. I think it's just ice and fire. It's super effective. Oh, okay, and I think I need to start paying attention to elements now. They're shooting fire at us, so probably ice from Marley will be super effective. Yeah, okay, I mean, you know, lightning was about the same. I don't expect fire would be terribly potent, however. And in a pinch, you know, swords work. But, anyway, yeah, okay, so we are... This is not... I seem to recall this is not a terribly large dungeon, but it is a dungeon, and as is our history on this channel, dungeon time means classroom hours. And there's been a bit of an internal debate about how to do that for a game which has very little historical analog, and you know, not the like the wealth of like setting trivia that Skies of Arcadia had. But it occurred to me, it's like, oh, duh, we're talking about time travel. So instead of specifically like going into individual mechanics or individual like sets or rules of time travel, which I was thinking of doing, I thought, after having a conversation with my lovely wife, the Amethyst Cat, side note, check out Amethyst Cat Plays on YouTube. She's currently working through Strange Antiquities, the sequel to Strange Horticulture, a delightfully macabre little Mythros-adjacent shopkeeper simulator. But got to thinking, it's like, oh, well, why not go through time travel media, specifically time travel like literature, books that are kind of like seminal works or like have interesting takes on time travel, because it shows up a lot. And so why not take the opportunity to do a little bit of a review segment for things that might be more interesting. What in the Weevil hell? I'm gonna... Lightning. How could that not be the correct choice? Oh, okay, it was the correct choice. There's something very uncomfortable about these monsters. Okay, ice works too. Cool. This is the segment of the game to encourage us to use our magical skills, because everything is relatively physically resistant. But yeah, so like time travel media and like how it adds to the greater canon and how it develops and such not. And I thought that'd be kind of fun. And the first on my list is oh wow, so many terrible Weevil things. But this is not going to be any kind of like chronological order, which would be funny when talking about time travel, for the irony of nothing else. But no, just whatever in whatever frequency I think of them. But the first that came to mind, the focus for this episode, because I thought of this exactly 10 minutes before I started recording, was Ray Bradbury, A Sound of Thunder. And it is to call it even it's not even a novella, it is a short story, but it is a work that you have perhaps never read, but it is, you have seen the impact of it, I can guarantee that, quite comfortably and quite confidently. And what are these? Oh, roly-polies, no! Okay, lineup. Can Luca light multiples of you on fire? And again, lightning works pretty well. Man, this is why they was giving us so much ether. And Luca's like, I started with elemental magic. I got a flamethrower. That's elemental chemistry, son. But no, Sound of Thunder, anyway. If you haven't read it, if you don't recognize it, it invented a lot of the tropes which you now take for granted. And that is going to be kind of we're going to come back to this room, because I think this is progress, and there was another chamber off on the other side. I don't think the dumb Weevil things have reset. I guess we'll find out if I am attacked. Okay, yeah, treasure in here. I work hard for the money. Mostly I commit homicide for the money, but, you know, sometimes that's difficult. Yeah, so what is The Sound of Thunder? It is a short story, specifically about time travel. It is the
the framing of it, we are given no explanation. It just starts up, and it is a travel company, of all things, a safari company that does time safaris. I don't know if Bradbury was the first person to come up with that particular conceit of time travel, but it is. But he does use it here, where it's like, oh, we're a time safari. You think of an animal from history that you want to shoot, and we'll make it happen. Because that's our business model. We want you to be able to kill, we want you to be able to shoot dinosaurs. We want to be able to say you hunted a dinosaur. And that is the setup of the narrator of it. Limited first person. It's like, oh, I want to kill a T-Rex. I want to shoot a T-Rex. I think that'd be neat. And the safari's like, oh yeah, sure. Hey, we don't guarantee your safety. Here's how it works. We go back in time, and we have there's like a hard light elevated path or something that you don't stray from it, don't interact with the world at all, and we're going to pre-scout the time period. We have all the time in the world to set this up because we have a time machine. We're going to pre-scout it, and we're going to identify animals of whatever kind you specify that were going to die anyway. Plus 2 man. Okay, who could use +2 magic? I still prefer speed on Chrono, and okay, accuracy for Marley is not really needed because she is not going to be using her bow a whole lot. She is going to be pretty much using text and magic for the remainder of the game, so that's a good trade. But anyway, it's like, yeah, so go on the safari, we send a guide back with you, we scout it out, we find animals that are going to die anyway in that immediate time and place and area, and you can shoot one of those, and then we'll let you take a picture of it, because you can't take trophies, obviously. And then that's cool. So that's your hunt. And they explain none of the mechanics behind it in the present day. It's just like these are the rules, and they just assume that the rich idiots that are going on safari are just going to be like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. And of course, in proper early sci-fi style, you have the ignored expert, later on site explaining why the rules exist, as opposed to doing any kind of vetting or training or preparation. For the record, even going on a terrestrial safari, there's definitely things you want to hash out about the do's and don'ts, so you don't get gored to death by a cave buffalo. And you'd think you'd be double certain that with the T-Rex. No, none of that. No prep work. Just they're rich. They can afford time travel. Incidentally, side note. I have no issue. I'm from Ohio. I have no issue whatsoever with sport hunting. Deer season is a big deal here. If you're hunting, you should be taking the animal to eat. Trophy hunting on its own is kind of gauche and makes you a bit of a prick. But not even taking a trophy, shooting an animal and then just to take a picture, just to say that you shot it, that makes you the lowest sort of sumbitch around. I got no truck with that, and I would use spicier language, but I will self-edit myself there. Anyway, Safari gets going. It's like, yeah, I want to hunt a T-Rex. This is a great idea. Nothing bad will come out of this. Dude panics, and because the T-Rexes are really big. They're not actually, we know from historical record, they're large, but I mean, it's describing just being the size of a titan, right? Oh, it stretches the sky, it's as big as a skyscraper. It's no, dudes. It's not quite that impressive. Still, I'm not gonna talk too much smack about being intimidated by a T-Rex. If I was unwisely on a time safari, I too, personally, would be intimidated by a T-Rex. If it was in proximity to me. Another one of these weird pots. But anyway, they, let's, oh, panic, oh, terror, oh, send me back, send me back. And there's a short chase sequence. They escape the T-Rex. It ends up getting, like, crushed by the, we scouted out in advance how it was supposed to die. A big, like, a big ancient primordial tree was going to collapse and crush it. It was just going to die there. And so T-Rex dies in the, roughly the expected time and place. And they're like, okay, walk very carefully along the designated pathway, take a picture with it, and you gotta go. And this is when the trophy hunter's like, what do you mean I can only take a picture? I can't take a whole T-Rex back with me? And there is the most Ray Bradbury thing I can think of. And that is this wall of text, like the single longest paragraph in the game about, like, this is why you can't do that. Explaining, like, even so much as a single insect, a single beetle, if you killed one in, here in this time travel, well, that you didn't just kill that one insect, you killed literally every insect which is descended from it, which, across millions of years, right? We're talking about going back to the Cretaceous period. Or would it be Mesozoic? You know what? I'm sorry. I did not double check in what epoch of prehistory the T-Rex existed. I think Cretaceous. I could be wrong about that. Regardless, like, yeah, no. You kill a beetle back here, you wipe out all of its descendants. Millions and millions of other insects. Those insects will feed larger insects or small birds or small mammals. Those small birds or mammals will feed larger creatures, and on and on and on. And if this whole, colonies of bugs which should have existed, which you inadvertently wiped out, no longer exist, that will starve other potential life which should have existed. And it's like, it gets down to, what if that animal that was supposed to exist, ate a bug which would have caused a blight of a crop, or, what if a deer that was starving and is supposed to die in front of the first proto-human and feed and allow for the existence of all humanity? What if that animal dies 2 miles away, right? Like, these minor changes in diet or ecosystem have catastrophic effects. This is, for those of you playing at home, this is where the butterfly effect, not that terrible movie, was that Ashton Kutcher? Whatever teen heartthrob movie. No. The butterfly effect comes from the Bradbury novel The Sound of Fury, talking about how even so much as, a butterfly flaps its wings here and it causes typhoons elsewhere. No, they're talking about, like, minor changes of, hey, you go back and you change so much as a single butterfly where it was supposed to live and where it was supposed to die. That can alter entire environments and do who knows what to the future. Foreshadowing, while I'm playing a game involving time-traveling teenagers, foreshadowing is a literary device. Also, death to the enemies of fiendkind. Is this the Hekaran? Is this why it's a Hekaran cave? Yo, sick! I love its design! I forget how to fight this thing. How about an antipode bomb? Is that a good idea? Has almost 300 damage. That's pretty good. I wasn't watching to see how much damage lightning did. I'll pay attention this time. Okay, 112. Not bad, not bad. Oh, I hate that for us.
Oh, can I not attack it when its claws forward? I can't attack it when its claws forward. Yeah, that's a thing. A lot of enemies like to counterattack in this game, so gotta pay attention to that. Granted, they just like to they like to regular attack as well, so we got that going for us. I guess it does warn us, doesn't it? Stop that! Stop that! Okay, quick round of healing. Regular potion, high potion for Luca, mid, rather. Okay, I'd say flawless victory, but we did trigger 2 counter deaths.
If only Lord Magus had destroyed the human race 400 years ago when he first brought forth Lavos, the world would have belonged to us fiends now.
Man, I hope if I'm ever slain by adventurers that I can do an entire paragraph of exposition before I explode. I also hope that if I'm ever slain by adventurers that I explode.
So Magus created Lavos in the Middle Ages, and in the future, Lavos destroys the planet. Well, if we go to the Middle Ages and stop Magus, can we change history? Well, if we use the gate at the fairgrounds... Yeah, consider, my gentle audience, consider the question that was asked. Can we change history? You know you can change history, kids. You've done it by accident. Can you change history? Absolutely. Should you change history? Well, we'll cross that off the list when we come to it. Oh, sick! Yeah, you know, warp on the world map. Forgot that was the. So we're gonna make the rounds. We need to stop in at the inn and the market. We rescued a guy from the dungeons as well. I think we want to see if we can shake down for a payment. Yeah, the coastal vortex is now a destination. I love that for us. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Sound of Thunder, real quick. Yeah, the whole like. Anyway, the guy, you know, rich idiot on safari is like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I was careless and I stepped off the path and I crushed a butterfly on the way to take my picture, and surely it can't be that bad. And then it gets back to the present, and like, and the Nazis have been elected to power. No, I'm not making that up. It sounds like I'm joking because this was the first story that did that. That's like the gimmick is like when he's checking out on safari in the first paragraph of the story. It's like, oh well, the presidential election happened. Thank goodness the obvious Nazi lost. Boy, I don't know what it'd be like if the obvious Nazi would have won that election. And then when he gets back into his present after stepping on a butterfly in the past, the obvious Nazi has won the election. And the titular Sound of Thunder, spoiler alert, plot twist Ray Bradbury stuff, is gunfire as he is murdered by being an opponent of the regime because he's freaking out because, oh no, I changed time and the Nazis took over. Every derivative work of science fiction, where, like, from Futurama, The Simpsons, Star Trek, Rick and Morty,
anything where it's just like randomly, why are the Nazis always taking over? Is either the Republican Party, circa 2024 and onwards, or it is a reference from whether or not both creators know it. It is a reference from Bradbury. It is the Sound of Thunder. So you know what? Like, I've spoiled everything. It's 12 pages long. It's in the public domain. You can just search for it. You can read the PDF online. It will take you 3 minutes. Maybe some of you are slower readers than I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Luke and Taban are always off tinkering on their latest inventions. Yep. Yeah. No. Okay. Apparently, Taban hasn't gotten the word that his daughter is like definitely wanted for murder. No. Okay. Just keep being idyllic in your little pastoral mad science house here. Hey, TJ, welcome. Yeah, no, I'm here. Accidental time travel mistake would explain a lot about the state of things in it.
Oh, perfect timing. Another great invention just completed. The ultimate in defense for my beauty.
This is not the ultimate in defense, my dude. We're level 13. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to take it. I think it is still probably an upgrade. A pretty good one for this point in the game. Oh, wow. +2 speed and half fire damage? Yeah, I love that. Okay, that is the ultimate defense. I shouldn't have been talking mess. He knew. I didn't. But, yeah. Anyway, that's, like I said, that's the Sound of Thunder. It's a classic for a reason. It seems corny now, but I'm sure it was spine-tingling when Bradbury first penned it.
Welcome. Come on in and have a... Chrono! Oh, you really saved my neck.
Yeah, dude, you were in a guillotine. I literally saved your neck.
I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you.
Was I ever in a tight spot?
I had gone off on a buying trip thinking I'd show my dad I didn't need him anymore. That was all well and good. And then some soldiers showed up at the inn where I was staying to arrest a gang of thieves, mistook me for one of the criminals. They wouldn't listen to a word I said. They were going to execute me just like that.
So, wow, I owe you. Yeah, AGAB, I think, whatever. All guards, etc.
Oh, thank you. So we're in your debt ever so much.
Oh, don't tell my dad I gave you these.
Okay. I love getting ether. I have a habit. I love the ether. I think it's weird to celebrate getting off of false charges by committing actual embezzlement. You're not shirking off, are you?
No, I mean, of course not. I'm just stealing, from the till.
No, of course not.
Well, all right then. Chrono, I appreciate what you did. Yeah, wow. What kind of crap show is the King of Guardia running that, like, oh hey, you broke out of the castle and massacred a bunch of the guards on your way? Good on ya. Welcome to the store. Okay, these are the same, I think, upgrade opportunities we had. Yeah, no, I think we're okay. I do want to stock up with some more mid potions. I went through those like a fiend, fighting the Heckran. So buy a decent stack of those. Let's see, be like, hey, Chrono's mom, we're still alive. Oh, Chrono!
Oh, Chrono, you had me so worried. They said you were to be executed.
Oh, they told her?
Oh, don't worry your mother like that. Don't worry. Yeah,
okay, cool. You're not gonna comment that your son is traveling with the princess of the realm, just randomly in your home? No? All right. Coolsies. I love how everyone in town is very focused on history, specifically a very narrow band of history from about 400 years ago. I never did check out the south, did I? Great desert, inaccessible mountains.
This might be why I didn't check out the south. This place sucks. Yo, you got the same. Oh, okay. They don't even have current equipment. They still have the lower level stuff. Okay, well. Yeah, residences. Oh yeah, the ferry does go back up to the north. That's a cute little touch. What is a snail stop? The piano player is a monster. I don't like that.
I'm the piano man. What do you want me to play?
Something upbeat. A little concerned that it's the combat theme. Oh no, that's Johnny's racing theme. Yeah. I've got some spiced jerky, but I'm saving it for a special occasion. 9,000 gold? Almost 10,000 gold for jerky? I don't think I have that much money. Okay, I could technically afford that? No, you keep that, son. Jerky better either cause or cure cancer, because, man. Okay, we checked in the, we checked in the market. I don't think a lot else has changed. We probably don't want to go back to the castle. Though, okay, can I get into the woods? Because, if possible, I do want to see if I can connect, the other portal? Bellbird, do not ring that thing. Okay, good. Not exactly great security in this town. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's my chance. It's like, do I want to be able to... Do I want to be ready to deploy jerky at a moment's notice? I mean, I guess, sure, but I'm not spending all of my money on it. I got expenses. Like weapons and violence and my ever-growing ether habit. Okay. So this opens up. Yep. Oh right, you get both connections. So we've got Guardia Forest and we have the starting points in the future. Cool. So now if we go to the fairground, that should get us Truce Square, and then also like the Mountain Canyon, wherever it is in 600 AD. It's so good to be back in my own time. Earning silver points. Enjoying a day at the fair where I'm definitely wanted for murder, abduction, and theft. Hey, speaking of which, hey old man! Thanks for your lunch. Yeah, I did it. I'm gonna keep doing it every time I pass through here. That guy testified against me in open court. If I knew where he lived, if I knew which house in the overworld was hidden, all I'm saying. Now you can't leave. Yeah, 600 AD. That's what we want. Nothing bad ever happens when we go to 600 AD. Do not airdrop fiends on us. Okay, I got my wish. They did not drop them.
Okay, see, so TJ, I don't deny the fact that spontaneous fascism is a thing that happens with time travel. I'm aware of that. I'm teaching lessons on Bradbury. I'm just saying, like, we can't be held responsible for the jerky famine when we're the time travelers. Like, we didn't do anything to the jerky stockpile in 600 AD, right? Like, okay, could we possibly prevent it? Sure, but then we're dealing with an ontological paradox at that point, and that's not safer. We have no leads to go on. All right. So all we were told before that monster exploded was, if only the great Magus, who had summoned Lavos in the distant past, would have wiped out humanity. I guess we're joining the war efforts. Like, hey, I guess we need to fight the guy that humans are fighting anyway. Really, the jerky is the hill you're gonna die on? That's not okay. You know what? I'll play your game. I'm going back to the future, Great Scott. I'm going to do violence on the way. I'm going to kill this murder hamster. I'm going back into the south, and I'm going to buy that 10,000 gold jerky. I wasn't gonna. You talked me into it. Because I heard, as it were, a noise of thunder. Which has nothing to do with the Bradbury story. I just really like, quoting Johnny Cash, quoting Revelation whenever I have the opportunity. Or excuse. Mostly the excuse. And was, Beldum, welcome. Good to see you. If Chrono travels back in time with parts, does that change the future? I think, probably depending on whom whom the flatus affects. Does he fart in front of royalty? Like, does he make an awkward social situation completely untenable? I don't know. I could see. Okay, that is the correct portal. I could see that. Yes, possibly being a very real concern. Could he wipe out entire human bloodlines by making a first interaction between fated or destined lovers go completely sideways because oh my goodness, I can't be in this room anymore, and someone misses out on meeting their soulmate hashtag spouse, which they were going to have 7 kids with. Yeah, that's entire epochs of humanity lost to the proverbial wind. Time travel, never once. Terrible burden. Also, bad on the indigestion. Okay, shopkeeper, give me your most expensive jerky. Okay, what do we spent almost all of our money on one batch of jerky. There's an inn here, right? Okay, let me sell this guy a bunch of old weapons to pay for our crippling time travel jerky habit. It's like, man, these kids came in and sold me a bunch of armor and robot parts. They said something about needing the jerky. Okay, we got some walking around cash now, and we are fully jerked. There is no meat that time cannot jerk. Actually, I'm thinking localized time travel would be a fantastic tool in a gourmet arsenal. Right, I want to properly jerk this meat. It takes 3 days. Well, guess what? It's ready for dinner now. I can get behind this. Is that a responsible use of the most potentially damaging technology ever devised, by man? No. But it's tasty. All right, now, but don't think I'm happy about that price tag. This jerky better prevent the rise of fascism. If it doesn't, I will consider myself shortchanged. You know, TJ, I gotta break ranks with there. I don't respect a man who spends $10,000 on a single piece of meat. I think that's terrible. I want to punch that guy on general principle. We cannot cross Zenan Bridge. Okay. I was kind of just like, man, I kind of want to check out like what is the 400 years ago starting point of the snail stop, and be like, some early shopkeeper being like, man, I have a dream that my family will make the best cured meat, but I just don't think people would be willing to pay for it. And be like, oh, no, you could definitely charge almost 10,000 gold for that jerky. And he's like, yeah, that seems like a great idea. No trespassing. I love that, yes, the kingdom's security is a no trespassing sign. Incredible. How are we winning this war? How has Magus not already wiped out humanity? I hope you find a gate that immediately takes you somewhere they offer to sell. Okay, hang on. If I go to the future, if I go to 2300 AD, where the broken, starving remnants of humanity cling to life in the ruins of their once great cities, how much do you think I can flip this jerky for? They're still hungry, I know, right? I think I can turn a tidy profit on this. It's me and the Ferengi up in here. We doing this. Halt! Who goes there? I am a humble jerky merchant. Oh, it's you again. The worst possible response. Yo, where's the king?
God, Chrono! Oh, dude,
They made me a lord.
wow! Lord Chrono! Oh, the great hero has appeared from the very pages of legend. Oh, he arrived not long ago, then left to meet the king.
Where? His Majesty is recuperating in bed. Yo, Queen Len has been at His Majesty's bedside. Well, this is how bloodlines work, yes. Not my place to interfere with that. I know I'll break time if I do. Our king fought bravely against the Fiend Lord's troops, leading charge after charge. Had he not received word of the hero's arrival, he may well have fought to his death.
Queen Len will collapse if she does not get some rest.
Well, I'm gonna rob the king. Bronze? That's not even worth stealing.
Sir Cyrus must have sent that boy to us.
What? No? That's... Yo, king guy. How we doing? How's the war? Oh, Chrono, have I grown too old for all of this? If only I had some artisanal jerky to restore my strength. With Osiris, nowhere to be found. All our hope rests on the shoulder, single shoulder, not shoulders, one shoulder, of that boy who bears the hero's badge. He has gone to the southern continent now to search for the sword that can slay Magus. Okay, that's yeah. Yeah, is there like a kitchen here? I can be like, yo, you guys might not be ready for this, but your kids are gonna love it. And then hit him with the jerk. Yo, oh yeah, there is a kitchen. I remember this. We may help the king maintain his stamina. Hurry with the provisions for Zenon Bridge. Is this food fit for the king? Yo, he's bedridden. Give him some gruel. Master of kitchens. Come on now. Time is wasting. I'm gonna keep distracting him. Okay, guys, you don't want my awesome jerky? That's on you. Okay, so Southern Continent to find the hero looking for the sword that will slay Magus. And perhaps start the jerky lineage. I've had worse running gags in my playthroughs, I'm not gonna lie. Would that our strength were enough to best the Fiend Lord's army, but alas, our only hope lies with the hero. Man, cue Bonnie Tyler up here. What did they even pay you guys for? You are wearing full armor.
Our provisions are depleted. Have the supplies still not arrived from the castle? We'll starve at this rate. We've no more foodstuffs.
You are next to the ocean, my dude. There was no prompt to deploy the jerky upon them. Okay, but one of the maids in the kitchen did mention the supplies for Zenon Bridge. I want to take a moment to point out that supply lines are the most important thing, not only in modern warfare, but in antiquarian warfare as well. And not badly understood, but poorly practiced by most pre-industrial armies. Mostly it was looting. Yo.
What? My brother's larder are nearly empty. Oh, serves him right, thinking you men with swords are the only ones protecting this kingdom. Enough of that.
Oh, enough of that.
Are you never going to set aside your petty feud? You're grown men. Act like it.
Yo, is he starving the army out of hubris?
Mind your own business. What do you know it anyway?
Grumble. Yeah, wow. Men are such fools in this case. Okay, I guess we get food elsewhere? Do I have to, like, turn this guy into the king? Do not make me go... Wait, okay, I was just... Do not make me go to the Chancellor and get, like, a royal order to feed the army.
Oh! Take this for the troops.
More jerky! What? What?
When you see that fool brother of mine, charge him exactly 10,000 gold for the food. Tell him he'd better come back alive.
Okay, was not expecting this to be the jerky episode, but this is the jerky episode. It's jerky time. What a turnaround on this bit that I was not doing intentionally. Seriously not. Okay, so, well, we've got some magic capsules, to... Oh, wow, Chrono is way behind the curve. Strength. He's also the only one doing physical attacking out of this party. He does not need more speed. I feel like Luca going a bit faster is always going to be a good choice. We'll try to buff her and Marley as well. Okay, like, I was going to do a whole thing. I was prepared to do a whole thing about, like, man, the idea that just, like, 3 random people could carry on their persons the provisions to meaningfully supply a military engaged in a protracted battle in, like, a siege situation is outlandish at best. citing what is called the tyranny of the wagon, or the tyranny of the rocket is the modern version. But basically, you have to feed the things that pull the wagon to move your food, be it engines or mules. Wow, people have died since we last. What are you complaining about? You ain't got food. You have two perfectly good dead comrades right there. These boys are not in it to win it.
Lord Chrono, what word?
Oh man, I feel like holding out on him, but no.
Food! He's brought us food!
It was my brother. Yes, we turned your brother into jerky.
Lord Chrono, if I should not return alive, give my brother my thanks. What's happened?
Magus troops have launched their attack. Our defenses will not hold.
You are Knights of Guardia. Defend the honor of our order and drive the enemy back whence it came. But we are far outnumbered.
You random stranger traveling around with a weird doppelganger of our queen. You want to get your hands dirty?
This is our last line of defense. It must not break. Very well. Very well, my lord.
Okay. I make fun of a lot of the individual stuff in this game. This is such an iconic set piece, Zenin Bridge. An absolute favorite of mine. We got Skelemans. We got Ozzy. Oh, I'm Ozzy, one of Lord Magus' 3 generals, and his enemies are grant death. Go, my children, take them to the graves. Alright, magic's still effective. Always a good idea. Lighting Ozzy on fire, always a good idea. No, actually, not a good idea at all. Terrible idea. Oh, he got worse magic stats than I do. Ozzy's in a pickle. Oh, stronger than I thought.
Wait up already!
Oh, seems like I misjudged you the first time. I didn't do that twice. Yo, straight up necromancy, let's go! Yeah, slay them all. Anytime I'm fighting someone that is, like, identified as a necromancer, and they are not just constantly raising dead bodies of my former allies to fight me, I'm a little disappointed. That's, like, the one thing they should be doing. Also, Ozzy is such a jobber. You get rid of his skellies and you hit him once and he just runs. Oh, you can hardly believe I firstly spend all my money on jerky? This is betrayal. This is what betrayal sounds like and reads like. I mean, you know, I'm sitting here on the Group W bench. I'm fighting skeletons. You see it, this time you're finished. I mean it.
Isn't it about time you gave up? Mess with Chrono, and you'll be sorry.
Yeah, what if we made an awesome bone golem out of you know, the Fallen? I don't remember how to fight this thing, but I know it's terrible.
Yeah, go, Zombo. Crush Lord Magus' enemies.
Okay, breathes fire, always a good sign for us. Love that. Actually, if it keeps breathing fire at Luca, I do love that. Looks like the top half is healed by magic. This has gotten... Hang on. Okay. Let's attack the head with lightning. Heal. Let's attack with ice. Is it just all physical on the top? It's been too long since I played this game. No, ice works fine. Ice works fine. Okay. Fire on the bottom. Okay. Fire on the bottom, ice on the top, physical anywhere, but let's take a chance to heal ourselves up. I do like the boss. I do like the split resistances on the boss. I think that's very. I will say cute, but it is kind of charming. It's like, pay attention, kids. In '95, this was the pinnacle of difficulty. Okay, yep, and that's the value of damaging them both kind of in sequence, is that it does not leave you without mana to finish off the fight. Bridge is cleared, old man!
Well, thanks to your aid, we were able to defend the bridge. But unless we defeat Magus, it is an empty victory.
Okay, now get your forces together. Get two out of your 3 remaining soldiers and garrison the far side of the bridge. I shouldn't have to tell you how to do your job. At least I'm on the south side. Okay. We got a lot of places to... Oh, there's a lot more here in the south. Fiona's Villa... Well, a lot more to check out. We will reorient ourselves. In the meantime, like, yeah, the port inn, the market. Oh, the snail stop is a tavern back in the day. Hey, you guys make jerky? I can't believe that naughty little urchin Tata is the legendary hero. Oh, that's good gossip. Have you heard about the magic cave? I saw a sheer rock wall. They're part like a castle gate. And then a host of fiends strolled right in. Best leave Magus and his cronies to their own devices, though. I'm not that smart. I cannot believe the legendary hero is a boy from this very village. Have you heard the latest? No. Give me that gossip.
Well, let me be the one to tell you. The legendary hero is from our own village.
You just told me that. A strange monster came here drinking not long past, mumbling about Queen Len this and Massamune that.
Sure was an ugly frogman. Hey, hey. Yo! Frog is in the area. Our temporary party member from the cathedral. Okay, so a local boy is the legendary hero. He is not in his house.
My own son, the legendary hero, seems I side myself as champion. Can't say I truly see it, but I don't suppose I ought to question good fortune. Father of the hero, I like the ring of it.
Man, the adults in this game are the worst. Like, we're talking the absolute worst. Like, yeah, my kid's a legendary hero. Yeah, I sent him out without adult supervision. Sure, he's gonna fight monsters. Yeah, wow, all the generations. This is worse than Willy Wonka. Grandpa Joe over here, man. Yo, Village Elder, what's your take on this? God damn it.
Oh, is that not spiced jerky you're carrying? Might you part with it for 10,000 gold?
I can make 100... I hate that this is happening. Okay. I can make 100 gold with this jerky. Or I can completely screw with the flow of time by showing untold generosity to these people in the past, willingly parting with a foodstuff which is apparently worth more than their house. A random stranger shows up and is like, man, I have a prime rib made out of caviar, made out of lobsters, made out of gold. And they're like, oh, you know what? It's yours for free. You know what? Take it for free. I want to see what this does to time. I want to, you know what? Butterfly effect, bring it on.
Truly. Oh, thank you. I thought kindness and sharing had gone from this world altogether. I'll teach my children from your example. There are greater things in life than money.
And with God as her witness, she'll never go hungry again because of the kindness of strangers giving her overpriced jerky. Genuine hero of legend. I suspect he's combing the Denadoro Mountains to the north even now, searching for the sword that legends speak of. Okay. A place known as the Magic Cave lies east from the Denadoro Mountains. Yep. The bones beside this bed. Boxes! Oh, the boxes beside the bed. Boy, I was really concerned. Yeah, why does she have 10,000 gold? I made that in a couple afternoons by killing people, so I guess. Have been handed down through the family for generations. It's not the slightest inkling what's within. Find a way to open them, the contents are yours. Oh, okay, these magic sealed crates that are sealed by an unknown power. We've run into a lot of those. Okay. We will...
With this armor, I can join the fight against the Fiend Lord.
Oh, he died instantly.
It's so heavy.
Plate mail should not be heavy if you're wearing it correctly. Just tossing that out here. Gold is a poor material for armor. Not that you would know it looking from this. That's a chunky upgrade, especially... Okay, what is it? 53 to 67 for Marley? It's worth it for her. I don't think it's worth it for the rest of the crew. We'll buy one golden suit. Couple of berets. 3 is a couple. That's how numbers work. Man, I definitely could have equipped the party better if I didn't spend all of my money on jerky. But, you know, jerk and live. Oh, the berets can only be worn by the ladies. Okay, well, we have one extra. Oh, and we got body armor for her. Gold!
You know she's a princess because she's wearing solid gold. What's the Cursed Woods? I know I'm supposed to be going up to the Denadora Mountains, but you give me a cursed forest, I'm gonna go into a cursed forest. Filled with, like, snakes and stuff? Oh, okay. We're gonna massacre the locals. Yo, what up, gerbils? Okay, you know, some of these things I gotta question. Like, alright, a soldier puts on armor that's too heavy for him and he collapses to the floor. If I help him to his feet, right? I'm like, oh, this'll be just a nice thing to do. But, like, what if then he's like, oh, he should have never joined the army. He should have realized that, you know, he was so terribly out of shape that armor itself was too heavy for him. And then he's gonna go fight the Fiend Lord? He's not surviving. I guarantee that man dies. I'm time traveling. I gotta pay attention to this stuff, you know? Middling power comes great responsibility. Also, why are these random jobbers in the woods, like, more difficult than some boss fights? Oh, sick! The snake just ate the other guy! Oh, I take it back. This is my favorite random fight. This frog is continually making it rain. If only he knew my great hunger for spiced jerky. The secret ingredient is frog. Nothing? Nothing? Just wildlife to mask? Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh. Someone's home to rob. Alright. Who's there? Oh, this is Frog's house! Yo!
Ah, Chrono, what brings you here? Come to practice your swordplay.
Dude, you are still the most metal amphibian. I can't steal from you as much as I'd like. You're cool, guy.
What? His Majesty wounded? I see. There's naught I can do. Pray forgive me, but I'd like to be alone.
He set out. You see two place settings on that table, right? He's got a lady frog over, right? We are intruding at a bad time.
I am no hero. There's naught I can do to help.
No, that's okay. Well, enjoy your suspicious, two place settings and then chair facing the other way. I'm not okay. You know what? I'm not casting aspersions. Whatever amphibians get up to in their own time. Yo, what's a new doing out here? Stop that, you bad boy. I'm genuinely disconcerted by the presence of that thing. Whoa, more metal snakes. Okay. This game's gotten a little bit weird. I like it like that. Frog. Okay, yes, Frog has the best music in the game. Absolutely. His battle theme, his heroic theme, like it was the most inspiring thing I encountered as a teenager. Right? It was like, oh man, video game music is so dope. On the strength of that. Yeah, it is definitely worrisome that we're, like, killing frogs directly outside his house, though. I could be mistaken. I guess we'll find out in, like, 3 months. But I believe that they reused, like, they reused most of Frog's theme for the generic battle victory music in Chrono Cross. Because you hear it a lot more, and I think it's because they realized it's like, this just goes so hard that we want more of it. Yo! My husband Marco hasn't returned from the war. I got good news and bad news. He turned into a skeleton and we killed him on the bridge. But we planted and tended these woods together, so I mean to do my best to protect them until the day he returns. What's that? Long-term goals in the game about time travel? I'm gonna rob her. Man, everybody be doing ether. I'm not doing ether, everybody doing ether. We didn't check out the North Town. We'll probably do that because we're just about at time for the evening, and then we will start on the Dendora Mountains next time, I suppose. I always like to... The hero has come at last. It's only a matter of time before the epic battle begins. Basic supplies here. Nah, we're good. We don't need any of that. We will not help their economy. They're not selling 10,000 gold jerky. I don't know. I don't got time for no regular commerce. I got time for theft. Oh, it's locked. What will become of our kingdom? Oh dear me. Is that Naga bromide you're hiding? Yeah, I guess we found a bromide in the future. Or no, in the north. Well, I don't know what I can do with a Naga bromide. Sure, take it. What a glorious day. Just wait right here. Dude, I was going to steal that. Now I don't even want it. I mean, I'm happy to have it, but...
The item I seek is the mythical rainbow shell. Here's some money to cover your expenses. Of the rest, you've retrieved it. I am counting on your Toma.
Oh, we've heard of Toma before. The treasure hunter. Every JRPG was required to have a treasure hunter.
Worry not. They do not call me a legendary explorer for that reason. I would not disappoint.
Should he be Othar Tryggvason? You know what? We'll figure that out next time.
I'll be awaiting good news.
Well then. Now that my business is settled, I think I'll go down, drink.
I think I'll go down and drink for the road. Okay. So he's going to the pub.
The hero's here. He's strong. He'll stop all the bad monsters.
Man, this Toma kid has a lot to live up to. Are we recruiting him? It said only the ancient sword, the Masamune, can slay the Fiend Lord, and only the chosen hero of legend can wield the blade. I was always a Katsuragi man, if we're talking about legendary swords, but that's just me. Magus Keep sits on an island to the east. The sheer cliffs surrounding it make it inaccessible. Oh, that's... Yeah, no one paying the time travelers, like, we are the strangest looking people that any of these folks have met. And they're just like, oh yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. Yo, treasure hunter.
Hello! How have the days treated you? I've got some information for you if you care to buy me a drink.
Can I... Man, I donated 10,000 gold to feed a family. Yes, I can give you 30.
Barkeep, another round.
This food economy is hosed. What is that jerky made out of?
Word has it, an odd beast has taken up residence deep in southern wood. Strange as it may sound, they say it's a monstrous frog. Oh, rip off.
Magus is trying to summon a terrible evil. If he succeeds, there'll be no quarter for us, won't perish. That's why I mean to keep hiding in the bottom of this damn mug.
Yep.
Did you know whirlwind energy will dissipate if it's hit with a wind slash? Nature has a way of balancing things out. I hope in my... Okay, long-time viewers will know that I'm not a bit adverse to a potent potable while I am recording. It's Commodore Perry India Pale Ale tonight. I aspire to one day be so drunk in public that I begin reciting bestiary entries and telling the weaknesses of mythical creatures to strangers that walk up to me because I'm getting too rowdy. Be like, oh man, if you have to fight a Gorgon, make sure that you have a highly polished surface, a shield ideally made of magical silver, polished to a mere sheen, so you can reflect its terrible gaze back at it. Works every time.
Pray, the end of the world is at hand.
Nothing else? Nothing else from the sister? Just, yo, it's the apocalypse? You're done, son? Oh, man. Incredible. Okay. They've already given up hope. That's kind of a running theme. 2300 AD had given up hope. 600 AD is losing hope. Us spirited kids have still got ours. Let us go ahead and pop another strength capsule into Chrono, and knock up a shelter real quick. Why are tents one use only? I've done a lot of camping. I've only ever owned 2 tents in 40 years of life. I don't know. Just how we be. And that is, Denadora Mountains. Okay. What do they got? Bellbirds. I don't like this at all. Bellbirds and ogres. But I do want to loot the chest. This is a real quandary. Oh, that was easy. Okay, no, just effortlessly and okay, I actually made it past him? Well, that's no fun. Alright. I'll fight him on my own terms. Yo, what up? It's like, oh no, I can't, they got me. It's like, oh yeah, no, whatever. I'll blend some birds. Is that what the jerky is made out of? We're gonna find out. Oh, those guys are weenies. Those are weak. And they drop cure-alls? Terrific.
Ah!
Okay, yeah, that was an appropriate voice. I drew that one out of a hat. Isn't that the legendary hero being chased off by one weak goblin guy? Which died in one hit? Yep, that's what it looks like.
This is a terrible place. You best run away while you can.
Yo, this one's got a club. Oh, hang on. Yep, crazy resistance. I think I remember this trick. Let's hit him with the flamethrower. Yes! Burns his club, and then he becomes the weak, unarmed kind. Awesome. Man, it has been literal decades. Okay. Oh, that fills me with joy for remembering that has happened. So that was the legendary hero, Tata, the bearer of the hero's badge, who will find the mythical sword and slay Magus and save all of humanity, running away from a single goblin or single ogre, whatever that thing was. We're in a lot of trouble, folks. Humanity, I think, has run its course, and is not even going to last long enough to be mostly destroyed by a giant space tick bursting out of the earth in 1999. and then slowly wasting away in an eternal hellscape of starvation in the ruins of our once great cities. I think we're not making it out of the 600s. So, I mean, good news, bad news, right? At least we'll be well fed. That is going to be it for the evening. We're just hitting 9 o'clock. We will, let me pop in a fresh save here on General Principle, even though it's only been like 3 minutes. Tata and the Frog, new chapter. Excellent. Guess based nominatively, who is the actual mythical hero? Just going off of chapter titles, if one were to wonder. So we're going to call it there for the evening. We will pick up with the Denadora Mountains, finding, I believe this is the mythical sword, trying to get Frog back in the game, and we are locked into our Act 1 quest at this point. We need to, whatchamacallit, defeat the Fiend Lord Magus, who is going to summon Lavos into the world, who will eventually destroy the world. Ipso facto, no Magus, no Lavos, no problem. And nothing bad can happen with blatantly interfering with the canon timeline that we were not supposed to be part of. I'm here for it. Anyway, thank you for joining. It has always been a pleasure. We will have more time travel literature facts next time, probably Jules Verne. Looking forward to that myself. I have to reread The Time Machine, but, I mean, threaten me with a good time, right? I think, in the meantime, the puns are going to be relentless. Thank you for joining. Have a good evening, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Failing that, take care of each other. Stay hydrated, stay warm, and I will see you in the next one.